Under the scorching savanna sun, the fearless honey badger meets a relentless enemy it cannot fight. It scratches frantically, but its sharp claws, designed for digging hard earth, are useless against these deeply embedded parasites. A creature capable of fighting off lions is now driven to madness by tiny blood-sucking ticks. Hundreds of ticks swell with its blood, draining the badger's energy as the tormenting itch spreads across its entire body. Exhausted and drooling from the pure frustration, it realizes that its own limbs will not bring any relief. Desperation forces it to seek help from the landscape, using the rough bark of an old tree as a giant scratching post. It grinds its face against the wood and then rushes to solid rock, desperately hoping the hard surface will scrape the tormentors away. But nature has engineered these parasites perfectly. Their mouthparts are locked in, turning every scratch into a deeper, agonizing wound. Thrashing wildly in the dirt, the badger fights a losing battle against a silent swarm that refuses to let go. In the wild, brute strength doesn't always guarantee victory. Sometimes a giant simply surrenders to the smallest of monsters. Defeated and covered in parasites, the once ferocious honey badger collapses into the dust, surrounded by a cloud of opportunistic flies. Every breath is a struggle, and its eyes close as it prepares to endure the slow, agonizing drain of its life force. But just as all hope seems lost, a flock of red-billed oxpeckers descends from the sky like a sudden rescue team. The tiny birds land fearlessly on the predator's thick fur, immediately turning a scene of misery into a bustling feast. Sharp red beaks act like surgical tweezers, plunging into the badger's skin folds to extract the engorged ticks one by one. In a remarkable display of trust, the honey badger lies completely still, letting the bird swarm its body without the slightest protest. Even the most sensitive areas, like the deep crevices inside its ears, are offered up to these tiny, meticulous cleaners. The oxpeckers work methodically, tugging out the stubborn parasites that the badger's own claws could never reach. However, these birds are not acting out of compassion. They are driven purely by an insatiable hunger for blood